Sure. All right, thank you guys so much for coming out and answering some questions for us today. We're just going to jump right into it with one for Brian. How long have you lived in Pittsburgh?
I grew up here, moved away for a while, been back for 18 years.
Awesome. What's one word you would use to describe Pittsburgh culture?
Blue collar.
Blue collar. All right, now let's get into it with Slugger. When did you first meet Slugger?
Yeah, at a Pirates game.
At a Pirates game.
Pirates game.
Yes, how did he get his name?
The can thumbed it on it.
Awesome. What's your morning routine with Slugger?
Slugger is a very typical morning routine. You know, we just go out to go potty, then he gets his breakfast, and then he hangs out with me while I do coffee.
What was your initial impression of him?
As a puppy, he was a very calm, relaxed puppy.
What are 3 words you would use to describe his personality now?
He is a very active, energetic puppy.
Awesome. Does he have a best friend, or is he more of a solo guy?
Yeah, he's a best friend. My first little dog is a Belgian Malinois named Sergio, and he and Kurt play all the time.
Aw, that's awesome. What is he obsessed with these days?
I would say hanging out with all my dogs.
Oh, looks like he's obsessed with you, too.
Yeah.
She's got the treats.
Oh, yeah. Does he get... Oh, go ahead.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry.
I was telling him.
Gotcha. Does he have any recent tricks that he's learned?
So with Guardian Angels, we don't teach tricks. We teach something called behaviors. Behaviors are something that your dog would do in a daily life. So current tricks, he knows just your basic foundation, which is like sit, down, stay, come, those kind of things.
Awesome.
But as far as tricks goes, tricks are like, shake and doing like party tricks.
Yeah.
As a service dog, we rarely try to teach those, so that way it helps them focus on their tasks.
Definitely.
Yeah, they're trained to pick up the remote for someone with a disability that can't bend over and pick it up. Or if there's somebody that needs a cane for walking assistance, they drop that cane. They'll pick the cane up. So.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Now, I know you bring treats everywhere probably, but is there something else that you bring everywhere with Slugger?
Poop bags,
Poop bags.
positive attitude, and patience.
Awesome.
Easy slip.
Does he prefer playing with dogs or playing with people?
Dogs.
Does he prefer daytime games or nighttime games?
Nighttime games, they're a lot cooler.
What would his walk-up song be if he had one?
He's Sharp Dressed Man by ZZ Top.
What's his favorite season in Pittsburgh?
I would say winter, because he loves the snow. He loves to play in it.
On a day off, what would Slugger's ideal day off be?
He likes to hang out on my balcony in the sun and take naps.
Oh. What is the weirdest thing that he's ever eaten?
Probably a stink bug.
Does he prefer tug or fetch?
He likes fetch.
Frisbee or tennis ball?
He plays with the rubber chocolate balls, the glow-in-the-dark ones. Those are his favorite.
Fun.
Yeah.
All right. Which pierogi does he root for in the pierogi race?
Hannah Jalapeno.
Oh, me too. Who's his favorite Pittsburgh Pirate?
The parrot.
Absolutely.
That's his buddy.
That's his buddy.
Easy slug. David. Yes.
What's his favorite spot at PNC Park?
Favorite spot?
Yes.
What? The rooftop. Yeah.
Ooh,
That's where we do all the pup nights. He likes that.
awesome. What's one thing that a lot of people at the stadium don't know?
The PNC Stadium was one of the first to have a double decker. Yep.
Interesting.
My husband actually told me that. He's watching them.
How did you know that Slugger would be a great service dog?
He just is very compassionate in what he does and how he works with me and with his other people that handle him. You can just tell he really enjoys what he's doing.
What's the funniest thing he's ever done on the job?
You've probably seen it a few times. He heels and then he kind of does like this hop thing next to me because he's excited.
I don't know. I think it's the lay down trip.
Yeah.
We're out doing public access and he'll just stop and lay down.
Good boy.
I think it's our favorite trick, too.
Yeah.
Slug. Good.
How is Slugger connected with the veterans that you guys have served?
He really can tune in on their and he really knows exactly what's going on. He knows how to walk up and comfort them. And that's really what he's going to be trained for. It's kind of that kind of scent for if they have like PTSD or something.
Yeah, they get trained for scent work. The dog can smell the chemical change in your body before you know you're having a nightmare. It can wake you from that nightmare. And again, if you're a veteran with mobility issues, he can pick things up for you, open doors for you, turn on lights, things like that. And he doesn't know it, but we tell him all this. He's the reason that with 450 of our dogs in service, we have 0 veteran suicides.
Wow.
That's amazing.
That's amazing.
Now, we've heard very impressive things about him so far, but is there anything specifically that he does that inspires you guys?
I just love how going aware. Even in the darkest of days or the rainiest of days, he is always happy and happy to be there and happy to work.
Amazing. Now, what role does Clay have in his training?
I can't hear him.
What role does Clay have in his training?
Clay, we've made Clay part of his daily training sessions. So that way he enjoys working and enjoying his job.
So, what's the most memorable adventure that you guys have had together?
We just went to the PNC arena for the Petzburgher Penguins. We sat on the glass.
Ooh.
And he was not fazed one bit, and it was a very proud moment of mine and his, and how he was able to handle the sounds and all the crowd.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, how does he handle distractions?
He handles really well. He'll glance at things or kind of smell at it a little bit, but then he just goes right back to what he's doing, and he continues his task and his job to what he was doing before.
Is he more likely to be distracted by a squirrel or a bird?
I would say it's, they're about the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. He would leave him alone. He just looks at him.
Yeah. And
Slugger.
how does Slugger support the overall mission of Guardian Angels medical service dogs?
He shows the hard work that all the company and the trainers put into the dogs, and how well and all the years of training that he has to do to put in for.
And he also displays the positive attitude that's taught by our trainers. When our trainers work with the dogs, it's all positive reinforcement training. There's nothing negative. So he has a really positive attitude about what he's going to do and what he's going to become. So
Awesome. And one more question. How does Slugger help showcase the human-animal bond?
You can really tell he picks up on everybody's, just like most dogs. But he really can sense if there's something wrong with somebody. He can smell it, and that's what he's trained for. To pick up the endorphins in the scent that if someone's putting off for like a PTSD moment or high anxiety or freaking seizures and things like that, he seems like a very good candidate to he just knows. You can tell he's always on it if something's wrong with somebody.
Amazing. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. It was super interesting to learn all of this, and I'm glad I got the opportunity to meet you guys and Slugger.
Yeah, boy.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Is it okay if I grab a picture of you?
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick?